Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon Slaughter, and here we do yoga. We talk about life. We focus on personal growth. And today it is a full 55-minute class that revolves around Revolved Triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Now, this is an excellent posture to build a full flow around because there's lots of stuff of getting into those hamstrings. There's lots of stuff about twisting, and there's lots of stuff about keeping your shoulders stacked, hips square. There's so many elements, so we can kind of dissect this posture through other postures as we flow through it. So please go ahead, roll out your mat, and I will roll the intro screen. Finding yourself sitting here on the mat, go ahead, close your eyes, roll your shoulders back, tall spine, and breathe in through the nose, and out through the nose, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Focusing on that ujjayi breath, so a gentle constriction in the back of your throat helps to create that audible sound. Keep with your focus, keep with your breath. And allowing an intention to manifest. Something soothing, something grounding, uplifting, whatever you would like. Sealing your intention, 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose, inhale, 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 and exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, inhale, 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 hold, 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 and exhale out the mouth. Once more, inhale through the nose, inhale, 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 hold, hold, keep holding, and sigh. Very good. Open up your eyes, swing those legs on around, coming into your first staff pose, Dandasana. Here in your staff pose, kind of walk it out or wobble it out, move around, wave your ankles out. And then putting a bend in your knees, getting ready for Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge. Hands grabbing onto those feet. And just take a few breaths. Inhales lengthen, exhales help you tilt and hinge forward just a little bit. So everybody's at a different place, right, in this posture, but really getting into that revolved triangle, we want to loosen those hamstrings, loosen those muscles in our low back. And release. Take that left heel, bring it on in. And squaring your shoulders up with the front, go ahead and come on down. Hands grab wherever you like here in your Shavasana, your forehead to knee. Just breathe. Inhales lengthen. Exhales help you tilt. Getting into those hamstrings, loosening them up before we even think about doing that Revolved Triangle. Because Revolved Triangle is definitely one of those poses where you need to be warmed up to come into as best of a expression of the pose as you can. And release. Swapping out your legs. All right. Hips square with the front, shoulders square. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, come on down. Keep with your breath. Inhales help to grow and lengthen your spine. Exhales help you tilt. And come on back. Go ahead and bring that foot on out. Wave it out, shake it out. And from here, just go ahead and swing your legs on around, coming into that tabletop. Here in your tabletop, wag it out, shake it out, move around. Getting that spine nice and loose. Fingertips spread wide. Few cat-cows. Inhale, look up, drop your belly. Eye gaze lifts. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Exhale, push the earth away from you. Inhale, look up, eye gaze lifts. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Push the earth away from you. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round your spine. A couple more. And exhale, round. Neutral spine, wag it out, shake it out. And then go ahead and take a mental note of where your palms are on the mat and lower your elbows down to this point, coming onto your forearms. Then just inch those fingertips forward just a little bit. Tuck those toes behind you and very slowly bringing your glutes back towards your heels into that puppy pose. Relax. Breathe, forehead on the mat. And look forward. Fingertips spread really, really wide. Push into the mat and then go ahead and lift directly up into downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Walk it out. Move around. Waking up all of those muscle groups. Walking hands to feet, feet to hands for forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Relax. Chin is last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead and let it go. Hands by your sides. Shake it out. Move around. All right. A little bit of full body breath with some twists in there to kind of get everything woken up for that Revolved Triangle. We are getting there, I promise. Inhale, hands up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, gentle back bend. Hands up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walking your fingertips to the left on an inhale. Exhale, fold, gentle twist. Inhale them through neutral. Exhale, fold, opposite side. Twisting a little bit. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, fold. And then chin is last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, brief crescent moon, hinging to the left. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, swan dive. Come all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Come on down. On an inhale, walking your fingertips to the right this time. Once you get there, exhale, twisting, folding, relaxing. Inhale through neutral. Once you get there, exhale, fold, twist, relax. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, fold. And chin is last to rise, slow and steady, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Gentle back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinging to the right this time. Brief crescent moon. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to neutral, exhale, swan dive, coming all the way down, forward fold. Very good. Hands on the mat, spreading those fingertips super, super wide. Come on back into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, walking it out, moving around. Excellent work. Weight shifts forward into your plank. Hold in your plank. Breathe. And downward facing dog. Okay, left leg, breathe, three-legged, bring it through, base of your lunge, hands up overhead, full crescent lunge. Keep with that breath. Inhales, create space through your torso. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Getting all those twists in, right? So hands here, heart center, prayer position. Right elbow, left knee. Take your time, nothing quick. Twisting, bringing that eye gaze up. Keep with your breath. Engage your core. Slow, slow, come back up. Excellent. Right hand comes all the way down on the inside of that foot. Left hand up overhead for that twist. Holding in your revolved, or your twisted lunge here. And from here, switching out your hands. So that left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And both hands down on the inside of that foot. Lower down to your back knee and come into your lizard pose. So heel toe that foot all the way up. Maybe you need to bring that back knee back just a little bit, untucking those toes, and allow this hip to open up. Close your eyes, take a few breaths. If you want to come down to your forearms, you can, but we won't be here for too long. Relaxing, hip opening, breathing. And go ahead, heel toe that foot back to neutral. Hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, walking it out, moving around. All right. Next side, right leg, brief three-legged, bring it through, base of your lunge. Hands, come on up overhead. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge, breathe. Inhales, create space through your torso. Exhales, soften those shoulders. And hands come to heart center, left elbow, right knee, twisting. And slow, slow, come back to neutral. Excellent. Left hand all the way down. Right hand up overhead, twisting. Keep with your breath. Revolved Triangle, lots of twisting. So we're really going to focus on these twists and then get into hamstrings, and then we'll be there. With presence, swapping out your hands. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. That reverse twisted lunge, just breathe. Both hands on the inside of that foot, bring it on down. Set down that back knee, untuck your toes, lizard pose. Heel toe that foot, up and out towards the right. Allowing that knee to fall on out, opening up that hip. Close your eyes, take a few breaths. All right, go ahead and heel toe that foot back to neutral. Placing your hands on the mat, tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, walking it out, moving around. And weight shifts forward into that plank, holding strong in your plank. Lower down to your knees. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze forward. Heels up towards those glutes. Lowering part way out. Push back up. Lower all the way down. Raise on up, up dog. And downward facing dog. Excellent work. All right. Take that left foot. Place it directly underneath your heart. And come on up. Base of your Revolved Triangle. Might need to separate things just a little bit. So if you watched Wednesday's class, you know that there are a million elements to this posture, so briefly dissecting each one as we kind of come into our first round of this pose. So it's good to do it now, a little bit earlier in the flow, and then later kind of can compare and see if we've made any progress. Hands on your hips, square your hips. So engage those inner thighs, roll your shoulders back, and slowly come down. Remember, keep your hips square, keep your hips square. Keep your hips square. And if you need a block, that's fine. Your hand comes down the inside of that foot at first. If you need to bend this knee a little bit, that's fine too. And then if you find this really easy, everything is nice and flat, square, then bringing your hand to that foot, bringing your hand on the opposite side, kind of whichever, you would like to do. So just hold here. If you would like this hand on your hip, that left hand, you can release it and bring it on up, or just leave it here, whichever. How's your breath though? Breathe. Slowly coming back up. Excellent work. Replace those feet. Swap them out. All right. Hands on your hips. Hips square with the front. Very good. All right. Now, keep your hips square. Engage those inner thighs. Come on down. Slow, slow, slow with presence. Left hand comes all the way down. Right hand up overhead. Your Revolved Triangle, twisting, breathing, or just leaving this hand on your hip, whichever you like. And bring your hand down to frame that foot. From here, downward facing dog. Excellent work. Pedal it out, walk it out. Okay, weight shifts forward into that plank. And go ahead, doing your chaturanga, lowering part way out. Push back up, lower all the way down, raise up, up dog. Downward facing dog. Keeping things flowing right along. Left leg, brief three-legged, bring it through, base of your lunge, and hands up overhead. Full crescent lunge. Excellent. Hands on your hips, ground down, your back heel. Very good. And engage your inner thighs. Your warrior 2. So holding here, nice and strong. Eye gaze softly over that front hand. Just breathe. straighten your front knee, left hand down, right hand up. Getting ready for Trikonasana, not revolved, just regular triangle. So coming on into that triangle pose, feeling that lengthening from the base of this hip up through your rib cage. And come on back into Warrior Two. Very good. Hands, windmill, all the way down to the mat. This left foot, bring it all the way back into downward facing dog. Okay. Weight shifts forward into that plank, holding strong. Shoulders roll back, eye gaze forward. Your chaturanga, push back up, and then upward facing dog. From here, downward facing dog. Okay. Right foot. Bring it up, base of that lunge, and hands up overhead. Full crescent lunge once more. Focus, breathe. How's your intention? Ground down, that back heel. Warrior Two. Doing all those checks, engage those inner thighs. Right knee stacked perfectly on top of that ankle. Eye gaze softly over that front hand. Just breathe. And go ahead, straighten your front knee. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. So think about this lengthening, this growing all the way from this side body outward. Trikonasana, triangle. Coming back into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Strong, powerful warrior, breathe. Windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. And downward facing dog. Excellent. All right, weight shifts forward into that plank, holding strong in your plank. Breathe, and you can always lower down to your knees if you want for that modified chaturanga. Lower part way up, push back up, all the way down and through. Up dog, and downward facing dog. All right, take that left foot, bring it up in between your hands, and just lower down to your back knee. Staying here in the base of this modified lunge. Really want to get into those hips and hamstrings. So take this left foot and bring it out in front of you, base of your splits, that monkey pose. So just breathe, stay here. You've got it. Loosening up those hips, those hamstrings, hip flexors. And this foot here, bring it over base of that pigeon pose, lower down to your knee, and relax. Coming on down, just soften, relax in your pigeon. We won't be here for too long, maybe about 5 breaths, so really enjoying your pigeon. Couple more breaths, relax. And very good. Go ahead and just slouch on to that left side here. And your foot, bring it back in and towards your groin here. So this knee is bent quite a lot. And then this back leg, bring it all the way up and around, coming into the base of cow face Gomukhasana, so crossing that over. So if your knees are pretty high here, you may need to kind of move things around just a little bit. Excellent. Keeping your feet flexed. And again, if the space, this distance between your knees here is pretty significant, that's fine. Keeping your feet flexed, though, to help protect your knee joints. And roll your shoulders back, close your eyes. Inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, help you to hinge, tilt forward, come on down. And come back. Okay, your top leg, move it all the way back around, base of that pigeon pose where you're still sitting up here, perched in your pigeon pose, and tuck your back toes downward, facing dog. Pedal things out, walk it out, move around. Okay, next side, right foot, bring it through, base of your lunge, lower down to that back knee, and then start inching that front foot forward, base of your monkey pose, your splits. Close your eyes and breathe. Holding in your splits, breath is full, everything calm and relaxed. Trying to find that stretch in that front hamstring or your hip flexor here as best as you can. Okay, and that right foot, bring it so it's across that mat here, laying down your shin for your pigeon pose, and straighten that foot out behind you, squaring things up as best as you can, and as you please, go ahead and come on down. Relaxing. Close your eyes, just breathe. Dissolving, melting, relaxing here in your pigeon pose. Relaxing, keep with your breath, keep with your focus. Not staying in our pigeon for too long. Go ahead and just slouch on over. And this foot, bring it in nice and close back to your groin here. And go ahead, swing that back leg all the way around, coming into the base of Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So just shoring things up here as best as you can. Excellent. All right. Holding, breathing. Close your eyes. Holding in your cow face pose. If you would like to hinge and tilt forward, feel free to do so. Excellent work. How do your hips and hamstrings feel? Hopefully a lot looser. So let's get into a little bit of a standing series. Nothing intense, but definitely going to do that. Parivrtta Trikonasana, our Revolve Triangle. Okay, so this top leg, bring it all the way back around. Base of that perched pigeon. Very good. And from here, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out, move around. Very good. Okay. And walking hands to feet, feet to hands for forward fold. We inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Chin is last to rise, coming all the way up, hands up overhead. Let it go. Relax. Shake it out, kick it out, move around. All right, so brief standing series, but as we do our standing series, we're going to kind of alternate in between that standing, that revolved triangle. So hands on your hips, getting set up for tree pose. Take this right foot, kickstand it on the inside of your ankle, holding here in your Vrikshasana. Right hand in right thigh, left hand, left hip, and open things up. Keeping your hips square, yet open your hips from the front. Staying here, keep with your breath. Bring that foot onto that calf, hold. And bringing that foot all the way up if you can on the inside of that thigh. Hold, breathe, focus. Hands come up overhead. And relax. Set it on down. Kick it out. Shake it out. Okay, right foot. Bring it forward. Base of your revolved triangle. Heels in one line, back foot, 45-degree angle out. Hips square with the front. And slowly, slowly, with presence, hinging, tilting, coming on down. Releasing that left hand all the way down. Maybe taking a little mental note if things are a little bit more comfortable or loose this time around. And you can leave your right hand on this hip. You can bring it up, but we're going to get there soon enough. So just holding. Maybe twisting just a little bit. And squaring your shoulders with the mat. Both hands to your hip. Engage your core. Come back up. Very good. Step those feet together. Shake it out. Kick it out. And left heel kickstands on the inside of that ankle. Okay, right hand, right hip, left hand, inner left thigh. Pull open those hips up. Tree that hip opener from the front. Okay, bring that foot onto that calf. Hold here in your tree pose. And go ahead. Gently bring that foot up. Inner thigh if you want, that inner calf. Just avoid placing that heel in at that knee joint. We don't want to do that. And if you would like, growing your branches all the way up. Holding here in your tree. Maybe doing your tree mime. Just kidding. No miming in yoga. Something totally different. Hold in your tree. Keep with your breath. Strong, powerful breath. And setting things on down. Kick it out, shake it out. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next side. So Go ahead and step back with your left foot. All right, we did this side, this side. Yeah. Step back with your left foot. Okay. You know, it's funny. Becoming a yoga teacher is one of those ultimate tests of, have you really distinguished your left from your right? Hands on your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Engage those inner thighs. Keeping things square. Coming on down, coming on down, coming on down. Eventually you can release that left hand down. And you can twist here if you wish. I think we need to actually switch out, right? Doing the other side. And it's funny because I don't mirror when I teach. You know, if I say left hand up, then I bring my left hand, but it's actually your left. So, you know, it's just how I've always done it. I haven't really, done the whole mirroring thing where it's backwards. Nonetheless, we're in our Revolved Triangle. Bring that hand under your hip. And again, you don't have to lift that hand up. We can just focus on twisting. So squaring those shoulders with the mat. Engage your core. Come on up. All right. Very good. Step those feet together. Kick it out. Shake it out. All right. Getting set up for our Garudasana, Eagle Pose. Both hands up overhead. Holding those hands up. Breathe. Left elbow in at your sternum. And then right on top of left. Eagle wrapping those arms around. Holding here. And then left knee, bring it up. Drop it over that right base of your eagle. And don't hinge forward, rather keeping that flat back, coming down in that eagle. And release. Shake it out, kick it out. All right. Next side, both hands up overhead. Right elbow in at your sternum. Left on top of right. And then eagle wrap those hands around. Okay. Slowly coming down. Take that right foot, crossing it over your left. Holding in your eagle. If you want to do the wrap thing with the foot around your calf, you can. Not important though. Breathe. And release. Very good. Okay. Last set of our Revolved Triangle. So, left foot, step it forward. Hands on your hips. And engage those inner thighs. Keep those hips square. Coming on down. With focus, with presence. If you need a block to place your hand on, feel free to do so. You can bring that hand all the way down. That's fine as well. And slowly twisting, bringing that hand up. Excellent job. Come back up. Very good. Swapping out your feet. Next side, hands on your hips. Square your hips. Engage those inner thighs. Keep your hips square. Keep your hips square. Keep your hips square. And then come on down. Excellent work. Eventually, feel free to stack your shoulders, bringing on up. Revolve Triangle. Breathe. And bring that hand on down. Excellent work. All right. Gauge your core. Come back up. Beautiful. All right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale. By your sides. Step your feet together. Okay, one more, just to kind of get everything loose. Just a big sigh. So inhale, hands up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Big sigh. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive. Come all the way down. Forward fold. Hands on the mat and downward facing dog. Very good. Weight shifts forward into your plank and lower all the way down to the mat. Release, relax. Left or right ear on the mat, whichever one you like. Just breathe. Okay. Go ahead. Rolling on to your back for our Shavasana. Sip of water if you like. Wherever you are, just relax. Just take some breaths. Dissolving, relaxing. Okay, so that Revolved Triangle, lots of hamstrings and twists, right? So kind of like on Monday's class, keeping the same theme here of hips and hamstrings and twists. Bring your knees on up and coming into happy baby. Hands grab outside edges of those feet and just breathe. Happy baby. Elbows inside of your knees. Excellent work. And bringing those feet on down. Flat on the mat. Knees are still bent. Go ahead and bring that left heel on top of your right knee. Threading the needle. Bring it on through. Holding, holding, holding. Okay. Loosening that hip up just a little bit. And from here, release your hands. You can bring them into airplane wings, cactus arms, whatever you like. But leave your legs exactly where they are. Your right shin, bring it so it's parallel with the ceiling. So holding here. Now the secret is when we do our twist, is this right knee right here, do not let it bend. Keep it exactly where it is and slowly lower the outside edge of this leg all the way down to the mat. So right leg simply lowers down to the mat. But remember, don't let your right knee bend. So bringing it on down, and touching down. Very good. Taking your hand, putting it on your knee, and don't pull your knee towards you, rather gently pushing it away from you. Getting into our glutes, hips, hamstrings, so many good things in this posture. And wherever you are, as ungracefully as you like, go ahead and come on back into Shavasana. Walk, wobble, bob, shake, whatever you feel you need to do with your legs. All right, both feet flat on the mat. And then from here, this time bringing your right knee on top of, or your right ankle on top of your knee. So making that figure 4 position. And threading the needle, bringing it on through. You can maybe press this elbow into that leg to open up your hip joint just a little bit. Close your eyes, about 4 or 5 breaths, just breathe. Release your hands, and then from here, left shin, bring it up so it's parallel, top of that mat, or parallel with the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna twist, but in a second, remember, that left knee, do not let it bend, do not let it bend. And slowly lower the outside edge of that left leg all the way down to the mat. Take your hand and then gently pushing your knee away from you. Close your eyes, just breathe. Couple more breaths. And as ungracefully as you wish, go ahead and come back into Shavasana. Waddle it out, move around. Very good. Bob your knees, shake out your feet. Excellent job. Okay. Only just a couple of very, very brief postures left in our practice today. So, bridge pose, then shoulder stand, or you can do 2 bridge poses, whichever you like. Hands come down flat on the mat. Feet flat on the mat as well, and knees are bent. Getting set up for bridge pose. Close your eyes, breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. All right. Waddle your shoulder blades together. And lift up those hips, coming into your Setu Bandhasana bridge pose. Keep with your breath. And slowly, 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 setting everything on down. Excellent work. You can waddle things back and forth, move around. Very good. Okay, so one more bridge pose if you would like, or going for that full shoulder stand. Wherever you are, go ahead, waddle your shoulder blades in. And if you're going to do bridge pose, lifting your hips on up, or wherever you are, coming into that kind of base of that reverse rabbit at first. And then exalting, bringing your legs on up, shoulder stand. Take some deep breaths and just breathe, either in your bridge pose or your shoulder stand. Just stay here. Wherever you are, coming on down into that final Shavasana. Relax. Okay. Feet fall out, arms fall out. Everything soft and relax. Welcome to your final Shavasana. Nice deep breaths. Inhale through your nose to the count of 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Slow, soft exhale. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Don't let your air rush out. Slow with control. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Relaxing, calm, peaceful here in your Shavasana. Staying exactly where you are, or if you would like, feel free to wiggle those fingertips, wiggle your toes. And you can slowly push yourself up, if you would like, into that seated position so that we can bow together. Thanking all of you so much for being here on this gnarly journey of Revolved Triangle. I really appreciate it, and please like, share, subscribe, all those good things. You are brilliant, beautiful, amazing, just fantabulous human beings. From my heart to yours, namaste.